Resources can be of three types: natural resources, the human resources, and the human-made resources. Natural resources can be renewable, can be non-renewable, can be biotic, can be abiotic. Resources which are created by humans, road, buildings, for example, they are human-made. And human resource, the structures, the institutions, the quality and the quantity, wisdom, they are regarded as human resource. The first is natural resources. What are natural resources? Those resources that are drawn directly from the nature and used without much modification are called natural resources. For example, soil, air, water, they all are example of natural resources. Classification of natural resources. Natural resources can be classified and there can be various bases of their classification. The first basis is on the basis of origin. Natural resources can be of two types: biotic resources and abiotic resources. Biotic resources, all the living things are included in the biotic resources. For example, the plants, animals, etc. They are obtained from the biosphere, and in the biotic resources there is life in it. Flora, fauna, fisheries, animals, microorganisms, they all are example of biotic resources. They are also called the organic or living resources. Second is abiotic resources. These are composed of non-living things like rocks, soils, water, air, and minerals. They are also known as inorganic or non-living resources. They cannot be reproduced. Abiotic resources, they cannot be reproduced, but biotic, they can be reproduced. The second is on the basis of exhaustibility. Resources can be of two types: renewable or non-exhaustible, non-renewable or exhaustible resources. The first is renewable. The resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical, chemical or mechanical processes are known as renewable resources. Like for example, solar and wind energy and water resources. They all can be renewed quickly. The replenishment time is less. The plants also, they can be replenished quickly. The wildlife, they all are example of renewable resources. The second is non-renewable resources. The resources are those that have a limited stock. They cannot be renewed quickly. The replenishment time is longer than that of renewable resources. These resources, they take millions of years in their formation. Like for example, fossil fuels like coal and petroleum, they take millions of years to get formed. Minerals also, they take millions of years to get formed. Therefore, they are regarded as a non-renewable resources. There are some resources which can be recycled. Like for example, metals like iron, it can be recycled, so they can be used again, but they are regarded as a non-renewable resource. So this is the end of today's class. Today we have discussed the meaning and the usefulness of resources. Whatever satisfy the need of human, they are referred to as resources. The plants, animals, the buildings, monuments, gardens, they all are resources to us. Then we discussed the classification of resources, natural, human-made and human resources, and the classification of resources. The biotic, they are living components, abiotic, they are non-living components. Renewable on the basis of exhaustibility, can be renewable or non-renewable. Renewable, they cannot renew they can be renewed quickly, whereas non-renewable, they are exhaustible resources, they cannot replenished or renewed quickly like fossil fuels. The next basis we discuss in the next class. So students, whatever I taught you today, everything you write in your copy. Make one copy and write everything that is written here, that is taught today. Thank you.